What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about what's going on with NIO, why it's up 3, almost 4% on the day at the time of this recording, and break that down for you guys. But first, before we hop into that, we ask you guys hit that sub button. It's the best way to support the channel, keeps you guys up to date on all things stock market and NIO related news. But without further ado, let's give us some razzle dazzle and hop into it. Man, it feels good to say that again. But let's go ahead and look at the stock, show you guys what it's doing, because that's really what this video is going to be about, and let's talk about it. So we can see for today, the price action of NIO is actually up. I mean, we're up 4% on the day right now, looking at it from where we're at right now, and we seem to have found a solid resistance around this 460 mark. I mean, it's bounced up almost 470. It's kind of come close to it a couple times, and this is from, if we look back in the past, we can see that this also seems to be, let me go ahead and find it. It seems to be like a solid, it was a support line there for a while where we touched it a couple times, but we'll see if we can break past that resistance and push off onto the new higher, mid to low 40s or so. But that seems to be solid point right now, is that we're holding 40. I think the fact that we're holding 40 is a fantastic sign from NIO. There's really no news out right now on why NIO's up either.
Yeah, like I've said, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'll take it. It is trading sideways kind of for the day. I mean, we kind of are slowly trending up, but we're holding in between this like 40 37 ish and 40 57 ish kind of area. So that, to me, that's really good, that obviously it didn't just run up to this high and then it's selling off. It's actually holding. We'll see what happens by the end of today, but for the last, I don't know, hour or so, it's been holding, which is fantastic. But yeah, if we could break past this 40 60ish or 40 65, whatever that kind of support is, that would be huge, because I could see it running up even further from there.
Right, exactly. And I mean, the volume for the day isn't terrible. It's up about just under 21 million on the volume for the day, and it is only about 11 o'clock here on the East Coast, so we still got quite a bit of day left to trade. So we'll see if NIO can hold this positive 3.5–4% for the day. I'd love to see it run up, which is really weird, because the other day on Wednesday they announced the deliveries, and everyone knows that it was like a complete disappointment. They missed it because of part shortages, because of everything going on in the world, and it's kind of like a shock that, I mean, it ran up. Like, you would think that bad news like that would drive the stock down, which it did, because pre-market we were down about 5%, 4.5–5% on the day, and then all of a sudden it just, I mean, we can clearly see it right here where it was down. I mean, we went from almost $40 down to 37, and then it completely bought itself back up almost 6 or 7% on the day by the time it closed. So I think that's a fantastic buyback in NIO's point.
Oh yeah, it gives me even more confidence in NIO that obviously people believe in the stock. But yeah, from open yesterday to where we are now, we're probably up, I don't know, 8% at least.
Right.
Like it's up 8%, or has recovered 8%, even though they put out just terrible numbers. It doesn't make sense, but I guess bad news makes the stock go up now. But I'll take it either way.
Right, and that seems to be the running joke here. But we can look at the year to date, and we can see that NIO's sitting around the 50 on the RSI, which is usually a good sign, because this is usually where you see it either go up or down. So we'll see if NIO can continue to blast off past this 40 mark, because again, we're only on the halfway point on the RSI. So to me, that's telling me there's plenty of room for growth here over the next coming days, and we'll see if it can continue to do that. And we're also, I'm telling you, man, this wedge pattern seems to hold true, because we touched it, we flirted with it quite a bit, and now we're bouncing off of it. So we'll see if it continues to run back up, maybe start to push up towards this 50 mark, and then if it bounces off this 50 mark, I think we're going to be in that true wedge pattern, and towards the end of the year we could see this thing either go up or down. But with the end of the wedge getting towards the end of the year, I'm expecting to see this thing go up, because we got big catalysts coming up. I think the biggest catalyst of all of them is going to be NIO Day, which we're expecting to be huge, because they're going to be announcing a new car, and whatever else William Li has up his sleeve for NIO, and then we also have
2 new
Q3
cars.
and what's that?
Possibly 2 new cars, they were saying, which
that would be even better. That would be even better. And then we also, we're going to get more news and information on how they're doing over in Europe. And then we'll also see, I just moved that. That's unfortunate. But we'll also see how they do on Q3 and Q4 earnings as well. I'm interested to see how they play out the next month, because they did say that if the shortage does not worsen, they're expected to deliver a record month in September, which would have to be, for them to meet their goal, 8,600 vehicles minimum. Minimum.
Yeah, and they said they had record sales, so I'm interested to see what that is.
Right.
So I'm expecting big numbers next month, but hopefully, like they said, as long as there's no other random part shortages, like it's crazy. Like they got hit with the one from Germany, which was kind of unexpected, and then the one now from not Malaysia, the other one where they source their interior panels,
right,
had a part shortages. It's like the chip shortage, which is the big thing that's affecting a lot of companies, isn't really hurting NIO. It's like these other just random supply issues that they're gonna have to get figured out long term for sure.
Right. Exactly. And speaking of that chip shortage, we're going to bring more news on that about Tesla, because that was affecting Tesla as well. We'll bring that out tomorrow. But speaking of Tesla, Elon Musk sent out a tweet last night. I don't know if anybody saw that, but Elon Musk sent out a tweet last night that full self-driving is going to go live. I believe it's either live or in a beta mode next Friday at midnight.
Yeah, full self-driving beta 10 rolls out midnight Friday next week was the tweet. So,
yeah,
pretty big news. And Tesla has been, kind of on a rip lately. It's been recovering pretty good. We were sitting in mid 600s for a while, and now we're almost mid 700s. So that's fantastic. Yeah, and looking at Tesla over the last 5 days, we can see we went from 702 all the way up to almost 740 right now. Tesla's up about 0.5% on the day. So big news coming out of Tesla with that full self-driving. We'll see how that affects them when they launch that as well. But we can see the overall for Tesla, it seems to have followed everything that we've marked out as well. We got our solid support, and we bounced all the way back up here into the almost 630 range, up to about 700, and then it flirted with that for quite some time. I mean, we ran up, pulled back, ran back up, and now that it broke past it, it pulled back. But we're sitting back above 700, so we'll see if Tesla can continue to hold this 700. It'd be interesting to see, because I think the next solid, or I should say resistance, is going to be this 750 mark, because we've touched it back here. I'll even go ahead and draw a line out right now, because we touched it back here, pulled back, and we'll see if it can continue to push up in that direction and maybe even stay in this solid area as well. I know they've had solid price targets come out for them as well. I know there was one analyst that bumped it up to 900, so we'll see if that comes to fruition, because that'll be huge as well. And we know ARK Invest also has bullish futures on Tesla as well. So I think that's big things to come out of Tesla, and we'll see what happens. But that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that like, share notification bell, all that good stuff as well. It really helps support the channel, and we can't thank you guys enough for your continued support. But let us know down in the comment section below. What do you guys think of NIO? Did you guys happen to buy more yesterday on the dip? Because if you did, I mean, you guys are sitting up almost 8-9% right now. Like, you're probably sitting real nice. But let us know down in the comment section below, because we love to have these conversations with you guys. We really enjoy all of it. But that's, again, going to wrap up this video. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do. And we'll see you guys in the next video.